Hey everyone, welcome back. It feels like every day we're juggling a million things, right? Work deadlines, emails, meetings. It never ends.
It really does feel like that sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it definitely can. So where does that leave us? Where's the time for learning new stuff, for growing? That whole personal development thing everyone's always talking about.
Right, exactly.
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Love it.
We found this awesome guide, and it's all about making time for personal development, even when work's got you running around like crazy. So, are you ready to get some actual strategies we can actually use?
Let's do it.
All right. So, the first thing this guide hits on is something that honestly can feel kind of obvious, but we often forget.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's prioritizing learning. And it's not just about saying, oh yeah, I should learn more. It's about really making it a priority in your life.
I see what you mean, like actually blocking off the time, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's as important as that morning meeting or that project deadline. You wouldn't just skip those, right?
Right, no way.
Well, personal development is kind of like that meeting with yourself, with your own future.
Oh, I like that.
Right. It's that important. And this guide, it suggests something really cool.
Okay, tell me.
Time boxing. Ever heard of it?
Yeah, that's where you block off time, right? Like on your calendar.
You got it. So say you've only got 15 minutes free,
It
right?
happens all the time.
Well, block it off. Even 15 minutes, boom, dedicated to learning something new.
And it can be anything, right? Like reading an article, watching a quick video.
Totally. Or maybe listening to a podcast on your commute, right?
Oh, yeah. Or like during lunch, a quick online course.
Exactly. Little chunks add up. You wouldn't believe it. I've tried it myself. And seriously, even those little bits here and there, it helps. It really does.
I bet. It's like a mental refresh button, right?
Totally. Okay, ready for tip number 2?
Bring it on.
This one's all about boundaries.
Ooh, boundaries. I like where this is going.
It's like, how work stuff always seems to bleed into your personal time?
Oh, tell me about it. Always checking emails.
Right. Well, this is about protecting your personal development time.
Yeah.
Like setting up a fence around it so work can't barge in.
Yeah, and it's not just about like physically being away from your work stuff. It's about mentally being somewhere else.
Oh, totally. Being present. Right.
Mm.
Focused on the learning, not half thinking about that email you got to answer.
Exactly. Because let's be honest, multitasking, not always the best for actual learning, right?
So true. Okay, so speaking of multitasking, this next tip is it's a little tricky.
Oh, lay it on me.
It's about incorporating learning into your actual work.
Huh. How do you do that?
Yeah, right. That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
But this guide, it actually gives some pretty cool examples. Like, imagine you're learning about data visualization, right?
Okay, I'm following.
Well, what if you use that knowledge at work? Suggest a new way to present data in a meeting.
Oh, that's actually a great idea.
Right. It's a win-win. You get to use your new skill and your company benefits.
I like it.
Sneaky personal development, right?
Yeah. Exactly. And it makes it feel less like work, too, when you're learning something you're actually interested in. Now, this next tip, it can be a little,
Oh, yeah, this one's a little tough. I agree.
yeah, a little intimidating, maybe. It's about getting your employer on board with your learning goals.
Yep. I know. It can be scary. But honestly, it's worth trying.
Right. Because really, it's an investment, right?
It is. You're investing in yourself, which makes you better at what you do for them, too.
Exactly. Everyone wins. And the guide says you got to frame it right when you talk to your boss.
Oh, totally.
Like, hey, I want to take this course on project management because I think it'll help me make our team even better.
Perfect example.
Right.
It's all about showing them how it benefits them, too.
Oh, wow.
Makes sense, right?
Absolutely. Okay, ready for the last one?
Hit me with it.
Okay. It's the most important one, in my opinion.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Consistency. You can have all the best intentions in the world, but if you're not consistent.
It's like going to the gym once and expecting to be ripped.
Right? Exactly. Personal development, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to keep at it, even when it's tough.
Little by little.
Yeah. Those little steps, they make a huge difference over time, just like, anything else in life.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
And that feeling when you look back and see how far you've come, amazing.
The best.
Okay, so let's recap, shall we? We've got make learning a priority, set those boundaries, find sneaky ways to learn on the job, talk to your boss, maybe they'll even help you out, and, most importantly, be consistent.
It sounds simple, but honestly, it works.
Totally. All right, everyone, that's our deep dive for today. We hope you got some great ideas for leveling up your life, even with a crazy busy schedule. But before you go, we've got a question for you.
Imagine you suddenly had an extra 30 minutes every day, just for you, just for learning. What's the one thing you'd focus on? That one skill or subject you'd dive into?
And here's the real kicker. How would that new knowledge make you even better at what you do at work right now?
Something to ponder, right?
We'll see you in the next deep dive. Until then, happy learning.
Keep growing.